Hey trappers, Logan here, just checking in with you, burning the midnight oil tonight. I do a lot of off-season work. I think that kind of helps take a trapper to the next level. So, and I do a lot of my work at night because I work full-time during the days, and I have 3 boys, so they like to run, play, do all that crazy stuff. So anyways, I do as much work as I can at night. So, tonight, tagging traps. I bought a bunch of used traps, and I'm also, let's do the bait and lures first. I went through all my baits and lures, and I put clear tape over them to waterproof the labels, and I also wrote the names on the top of those. Okay, that way while I'm running lines and doing pocket sets like I'm going to this year and dirt hole sets, the labels don't get messed up to where I can't read them, and I can read them from the top if they're sitting in a bag or tote, whatever. Anyways, so now tagging traps, how I do those. Alright, first off, I take my tag and I bend it, just like so. You guys can see that. Okay, that's how I do it, right there. Okay, that way you can still see the loop. It's bent, so it don't get all mangled up when you catch something. Another thing, I use these clips. I use the bigger ones because some of my chains are bigger. Okay, they're cheap. You can buy, I don't know, a big bag of them. Anyway, so then on my traps, I usually go to the 3rd ring. I don't know if you guys can see this very well. That's what it looks like when I tag my traps. It's near the stake end. That way, if the DNR or whoever needs to read my name, it's there. And that seems to hold on longer. And I did learn that from my dad. That technique's been pretty handy. So anyways, that's how I do my tagging on my traps. And the bait and lure covers. Also, while I'm doing this stuff, guys, I watch other trappers on YouTube, okay? And the reason I watch other trappers, I gotta have a busy mind. And so I'll keep my hands busy doing my projects, even skinning beaver or coon or whatever, and I'll watch another trapper on YouTube. And I can learn their techniques, different styles of trapping. You can crash course yourself while doing your off-season prep work or skinning during season, you know. Or you can watch something else. I also like to watch other stuff like Jeremiah Johnson or cool stuff like that. But anyways, I've been learning mink lately, and so just a quick thing about mink. It's a pretty good movie. Jim Spencer, the Mink movie, Volume 1 and 2. Alright guys, that guy knows his stuff. And then I watched a while back Mink After Mink on Purpose, I believe was the name of it. And I learned a lot from him as well. I can't remember that guy's name. Very knowledgeable. So if you're getting into mink trapping, another one would be like Sam Woods Outdoors. He's got like a bottom edge set one and box mink boxes. So if you guys are kind of intrigued in that, and also a lot of people think they don't have mink in their area, and they do. Not everywhere. Some places don't, obviously, but I'm saying a lot of times they do, and they think they don't. Mink are a land animal. They frequent the water. Alright, they run on their nose like that. I mean, they use their nose for everything. I observed one a couple weeks there a few years back, and I watched it. It lived in a brush pile. With that brush pile, came out of there every morning, and I just kind of observed its behavior, and it barely went to water at all, which was kind of surprising. It would take off. I could see where it was going, and it would hunt and kill mice and stuff and bring them back, and it was killing baby rabbits, stuff like that. And yeah, I watched it do that. And anyways, so I learned a lot from watching that mink for a couple weeks, and I think if you guys do your off-season research for whatever you want to trap, you're going to learn a lot about it. But also, here's another hint. I always keep a list of stuff I need to buy. Yeah, trapping's expensive habit. Alright, but I update this list all the time. When I buy more stuff, I make another list. Usually it's cheaper stuff. Sometimes I gotta, buy something expensive. I hear some of the trappers say that some days you actually have most of what you need and you ain't gotta buy as much anymore. Anyways, here's my list for coming up. Stake puller, a rounded one with the hook for the to pull the earth anchors out. Spray bottles, just a couple spray bottles, put urine in. Baits and lures, backwater bait, Slim's mud pie frosting. I hear it's pretty good beaver bait from a guy on the Facebook page. Then Dunlap's big pile beaver lure. I've seen a lot of good results out of that one. Skunk lure, I'm going to get some of that. Reaper coyote gland, mink lure, and DP coon bait very berry. And I usually run cat food, but this year I'm just going to test to see if it makes any difference. Plus it'd be kind of nice to have something a little different on the line. The mink lure, I was talking with you about mink there a few minutes ago. Mink lure is a Dunlap's I like is because it is a gland and food lure. So it's a combo, so I think that might be quite a bit more successful than your average mink lure. But I do have some Hawbaker's mink lure #1, and I've heard good things about it as well. So anyways, guys, keep a list, what you need. Always keep buying until you get your stock build up. And tag your traps. Even when you buy used, take the old tags off, put new ones on. And your baits and lures, waterproof them, label them. Just make it that much easier come trapping time. And also watch other trappers like myself and other ones and learn from them. And I think that's all I got for you guys tonight. Anyways, some evening thoughts. Have a good one, guys.